Hello, this is Ethereal Awakening doing a zodiac sign reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, sign of Libra. Um, check your North Node. Today's date is December 18th. Time is fluid and really irrelevant in a tarot card reading. If you were drawn to the message, there's something in it for you. If it resonates in your heart, that's your best guide. Then there's something for you. If it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, then it's not for you. Spit it out. No big deal. All right, let's get starting. For Libra, here's what messages we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Libra. Thank you in advance. All right, first card out. A little burdened, Libra, overly burdened. Wheel of Fortune. And we sit in that burden state feeling like we can only push through the pain. God might put his hand in and say, this cycle has got to end, and fling you off, as you see, or you can ride it out like, yay, we're going on another. These are all the choices. I mean, if you sit in an energy of being overly burdened, God will force you out one way or the other, wherever the chips may fall. So you might, and these are 2 10s. These are completed cycles right there off the bat, Libra. So something has definitely turned for you. Let's put it that way. And your heart's 10 of Swords. Ouch, Libra. 4 of Swords. So with the 10 and the 4 in the heart space, you've been way too much in your head. A Libra in their head too much? No. But it's created a passionate block. Your motivation has been stunted. And God stepped in and ended things for you, put you in a state of, I mean, I would not be surprised for the Libra drawn to this message that you are taking time off work. If you are right now doing bare minimum, let's put it that way, because this is externally burdened, mentally mental fatigue. This is, God is shifting you out of whatever this is. This is inner, rest, reprieve, reflect. So I would not be surprised if the Libra drawn to this message is just had it up, ready for changes. Because also when you take the 10 and the 4 swords, you have 6 swords. So what's the 6 of Swords but moving to calmer waters? God's hand's moving in. So God's rowing your boat right now. Turning the wheel, rowing the boat, whatever imagery you want to use there. Possible outcome, Page of Cups. To me, you have to, you might need to apologize to yourself for letting yourself sit in that energy for so long. Reflect on what lessons need to be learned from being in that energy for so long. That when you sit in it for so long, that something external you has to push you out. I mean, that's kind of a stuck energy that, you might, the reflection is required, because your head's in your heart. All this mental energy in your heart. So to me, this is not a head-heart alignment. You're thinking with the wrong organ. Think with your heart. Because the Page of Cups is your emotional, your beginnings of emotional fulfillment with apologies and lessons learned and that kind of thing. And I always want to say there, apologize to yourself first. Learn for yourself first what happened that put you there, so that you don't repeat that cycle and then have to be forced out of it again. I'm very familiar with being forced out of cycles. I've been forced out of every single relationship I've ever, and not just romantic relationships. Familial, platonic, romantic, or otherwise. So there are lessons there to be learned. It's not bad. It's simply something that's trying to teach you about yourself. And then here's Nine of Cups. So we go from, in your outcome being when you learn and forgive yourself, when you learn what you need to learn from what you've gone through, majorly being that your outcome is the emotions that you lacked in your heart space. So this says to me that your outcome will finally be the fulfilling thing if you sit and reflect on what happened and be kind and caring and loving and compassionate to yourself, forgive yourself, and really, really, take the time to recognize what happened. You're going to feel way more fulfilled. You'll be this guy is like happy as heck. Like, look at that smile. I mean, who doesn't want to smile like that about, like, each one of these cups could very well have created a burden. But now they're lined up against the wall, like, I learned what each one of these things was to teach me, so that I know next time, it's not even a matter of knowing next time. What it is you recognize it well before it even gets there. You recognize what you deserve and what is fulfilling to you, so you don't have to even start overly burdened situations that end up leaving you dead in the snow. Ten of Swords is such an icky energy, but it's the end of it. That's the positive thing about that. And that, this kind and loving and nurturing and being inquisitive about yourself. Inquisitive and forgiving to yourself will pull in the fulfillment that you're looking for. And be strong. Again, this strength energy that's underlying is recognizing she doesn't tame the beast through means of whips and chains and beatings. She tames the lion through loving and understanding what the beast is. So this is, to me, Spirit asking you to really, the Lovers and then the Two of Pentacles. So becoming a balanced individual. Even though the Lovers will, often denote, a couple, there's an internal male-female dialogue that we have to balance. So being strong, recognizing the beast for not a beast, but just something that is misunderstood. To better understand, will pull in Two of Pentacles. You'll be able to integrate better in whatever endeavors you move forward through. You'll be able to recognize so that you won't even, the first wand and the second wand and the third wand all manifesting the fourth wand, and then the fifth wand, you can stop there. You'll have that four wands, and you'll be like, okay, so I've got my four wands. You don't need to go into the fifth one. You will not have gotten a stable four wands by repeating the same cycles that got you overly burdened. So I do believe, my Libra, that this is like a hermit kind of thing, where you're going in, you're reflecting, you're moving out of this mental fuckery, putting the mental energy in your head. The emotional energy is your outcome, so you're definitely putting emotions in the heart space where they need to be. But this is all for you. It's all so that you can learn that the beast is you. And you're not a beast. You're a lovely person who just wants to be understood. And if you start to do that for yourself, external you'll recognize anything you're getting into is good for you or bad for you, because you know yourself. Hope this helped.